I'm here talking to John, president of My Media. When you see states like Florida, Arizona, California, when they're reaching record numbers of COVID cases, how do you feel when someone says temperature screening, it doesn't seem like a total solution?
You need to start somewhere, right? You need to have a baseline. Just imagine what kind of chaos it would be if they're not doing any of the screening. This baseline is basically your first level of defense. Soon, this feature will be out where you can actually print a badge. It only prints if there's no temperature, and you get this. And so the value that I have now, I have a visual cue. And if everybody's wearing this, that you're a visitor and or you're an employee, and I'm your supervisor, Zach, and I'm saying, hey, you know the rules, either go back, get screened, or go home. You can't be on this floor without having this badge. Like, how do I know? The solution is you don't have to, have people doing it for you.
Speaking of solutions and temperature screening, some folks have opted for the honor system, more of a here's a handheld temperature gun, scan yourself, come on in. Do you think that's an effective solution?
I had a call like that, and they've been doing that for the last couple of months, and they're having a lot of challenges. And this is what he said. He said they're not doing it. I mean, so they have surveillance cameras, and they were watching it for a period of time. They weren't doing it. The honor system was not working for them. To do the honor system and to have a few individuals take advantage of that and maybe not do that, where would that lead them? Where's it going to lead them in terms of productivity? If they have another Tyson case where half of their workforce is out of commission. I mean, number one, your priority is keeping the health and safety of your employees. That's number one. When I think health and safety, right? Like, I'm thinking like steel toe boots, glasses, hard hat when you go in, right? And if my job is to see some of my guys, if I'm a health and safety guy, doesn't wear a hard hat, I'm going to take some corrective action and say, I'm not going to use the honor system. I'm going to open my eyes and saying, hey, I don't see you with a hard hat. You can't be here. His safety is paramount, and everybody else's safety is paramount.
When we look at My Lobby and all the features that the touchless temperature kiosk has right now, when we look at the QR code scanning for the questionnaire, is there any new features that we can be looking forward to?
There are. I'll share two with you. This one's I didn't anticipate this, but the first one was getting a lot of requests to connect this with their payroll system. It has the ability to clock in at what time they're in. And now we're also going to have the ability to clock out. But then what we'll do is put some little widgets in our system that could also connect to the payroll system. So that's pretty cool, Zach. But the one I'm most excited about, the ability for tracking. Every sort of organization wants to do this, whether it's a factory, whether it's a store, having that ability to just now track and do that courtesy and let you know that, hey, someone in our organization, you visited here, you should get checked out. I think it's going to add a lot of value, and that's something I'm really super excited about.
Not to be too dramatic, but it's not too dramatic when we see 15,000 cases in one day in Florida. To say that a solution like this could save lives, I don't think that's an overstatement.
But I just know that we have a real good foundation that we could just keep building on top of that.
Absolutely. And I mean, what's more trustworthy than a solid foundation, right? I think that's what everyone wants to hear these days, because the world is going to have to rebuild, and they're going to have to rebuild on something.
We all have a mother or grandmother, loved ones. We got kids at home. And so our goal is really just to help keep people safe. That's really what we want to do.
Well, thanks so much for your time, John. I know you got to get back to work. So we'll talk to you again soon. And thanks so much for checking in with us.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks for connecting. Take care.